It's not all that often we get caught off guard around here. I mean, even new product to the industry, we typically have a rough idea is coming down the pipeline. But this ATV has made everyone who sees it stand back and take a second look, ask a few questions, and ultimately wonder what's gotten into Yamaha. And the ATV I'm talking about is this 2019 Grizzly 700 SE. And the reason that we're taken back? Well, it's not just one, it's a whole bunch. Right up front, the 700 SE makes a big statement. I mean, these 14-inch rims are absolutely not your typical Yamaha aluminum rim. These are in a whole new category and look like you just dropped a pile of cash to outdo your buddies. And then you've got the 27-inch Zilla MU01 tires that are a huge departure from your typical, tame-looking all-terrain stock tire. Now, it's not just the aggressive and obvious mud direction that this tire package is headed in, but it's the size that's really surprising, and I'm not just talking about the diameter. Sure, 27-inch tires aren't your typical fare for most ATVs, and they stand out as a really healthy size. But it's the square setup that shocked me, and by square, I mean Yamaha is running the same width tire on all four wheels. This is something that many folks do aftermarket and we've always liked. But Yamaha offering this from the factory is one of the first ATVs I can remember to do this. It shows their aggressive and focused design philosophy for this Grizzly SE that might be better labeled the Swamp Grizz. Now, the 2019 has another feature that may go a little bit more unnoticed due to the fact that the exterior is so darn good looking. But underneath these plastics is a new generation motor that focuses on performance and, most importantly, reliability. The Yamaha 686 next-gen engine has a focus on improved mid-range power delivery and smoother running. But when they say it's going to be smoother, they mean it. And this new Gen 700 classer runs like a well-oiled machine and is as smooth as my wife's legs after she steals my brand new Razor. Just kidding, but seriously. The 686 still does feel strong, but we notice a reduction in the felt power due to the 27-inch tires. But mid-range, as advertised, is still lumberjack strong. And with the aggressive mud focus of the Grizzly, we expect some reduction. I mean, 27s don't feel like 25s. And speaking of how they feel, the EPS power steering system really flexes its muscle with this tire setup and is an important feature to keep you going strong all day long. Typically, we feel the Grizzly to be a very easy steering ATV that power steering is nice, but not needed. But when you go with a square tire setup like this, especially with the big 10-inch wide 27s on the front, it's something that you're really going to appreciate when you lock up the front end and really start churning some skeg. Even though the Grizzly has a mud focus, I want to be very clear that it's still very capable out on the trail, and it's not just a one-trick Grizzly. Ground clearance is a whopping 11.8 inches, and with 7.6 inches of travel up front and 9.1 inches out back, you're getting some significant travel numbers that truly wreck the competition by almost 2 inches. I mean, Yamaha is closer to playing with its North American competition in suspension than it is with the rest of the Japanese-built ATVs. But when I speak to competition, I'm referring to the Honda Rincon 680, the Suzuki King Quad 750, and yes, even the Kawasaki Brute Force 750 as well. While the Grizzly 700 doesn't compete head-to-head in the V-twin category, I would say that it rivals the Brute Force in every single way except for engine performance quite handily. Sure, we all want Yamaha to bring us a V-twin in the Grizzly, and I think it's a longing they know is there. But evaluating the Grizzly for what it is and not what we think it could be is what we're here to do. And for me, the 2019 Grizzly SE is far and away the best Grizz I've ever ridden, laid eyes on, and had the pleasure of putting my boots to. It's responsive, fun, well-suspended, and ultimately focused on a buyer that I've never seen Yamaha cater to. And it's a move I believe will really gain them momentum, not just in the mud, but with buyers who are searching for that legendary Yamaha reliability, but want a purpose-built mud-ready ride right from their dealer. While I've focused a lot on the new direction of the Grizzly SE, the truth is there's a whole lot of parts and pieces that go into this Grizzly to make it so much more than just a mud-ready ATV. And its attention to detail with features like the backcountry blue metallic plastic paint that's the best looking color I've seen on an ATV, the LED headlights and taillights that keep you going after the sun gives up, and the center pod-mounted halogen light and new for 2019 larger LCD gauge package that's easier to read while in motion and gives us all the info we could ever ask for. Add to this a real-world tough USA assembly, 1,300-pound towing capacity with standard 2-inch hitch receiver and large diameter steel cargo racks that'll haul up to 308 pounds, and you've got the most capable Grizzly that's ever been produced, that's focused on the hottest segment in the industry. It only takes 2 clicks to like and subscribe to our page where you can check out a huge variety of ATV and side-by-side videos just like the one you watched.